Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects so many of us. Why do we feel so sluggish, bloated, and just plain unwell after eating fried food? It's not just about the calories. The real culprit is inflammation. We're going to unpack the science behind why that crispy, golden goodness can sometimes feel like a full-on attack on our bodies. So, grab a glass of water, maybe not a plate of fries just yet, and let's get into it. First up, let's talk about the intense heat involved in frying. When you drop food into oil that's sizzling away at 160 to 200 degrees Celsius, it's not just cooking, it's undergoing a major chemical transformation. This high heat process creates a cocktail of inflammatory compounds. One of the biggest offenders is something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs for short. These AGEs are like little troublemakers that roam around your body, causing oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress as rust, but for your cells. It damages them and puts your immune system on high alert. But AGEs aren't the only problem. High heat frying also produces acrylamide, a compound that has been linked to nerve damage and is considered a potential carcinogen. And let's not forget about oxidized lipids. When the fats in the oil are exposed to extreme heat and oxygen, they break down and become unstable. These oxidized fats are highly reactive and contribute even more to that cellular rusting process I mentioned. So, when you eat these compounds, your body's defense system kicks in. Your immune cells get activated, ready to fight what they perceive as a threat. The result? A significant spike in inflammation. It's your body's natural response to being exposed to these heat-generated toxins. Now, let us move on to something you've probably seen at restaurants or food stalls: reused frying oil. While it might save money, it turns that oil into what I call a pro-inflammatory bomb. Each time oil is heated, cooled, and reheated, it degrades further and further. It becomes a breeding ground for all sorts of harmful substances. The first one is trans fats. We'll talk more about these in a bit, but just know that reusing oil dramatically increases their concentration. Then there are toxic aldehydes. These are compounds that form when the oil breaks down. They're incredibly damaging to your cells and can put a huge strain on your liver, which is your body's primary detox organ. When your liver gets overloaded trying to process these toxins, it can't perform its other crucial functions as effectively, leading to a systemic backup and more inflammation. On top of that, reused oil is packed with free radicals. These are unstable molecules that steal electrons from your healthy cells, causing a chain reaction of damage. It's a vicious cycle. The more the oil is reused, the more toxic it becomes, and the more it fuels chronic inflammation throughout your body. So that seemingly harmless batch of fries could be delivering a concentrated dose of cell-damaging, liver-stressing compounds. Let's zoom in on trans fats, because they deserve their own spotlight. Trans fats are the absolute worst type of fat for your health, and they are notorious for igniting inflammatory reactions. You'll find them in many commercially fried foods and baked goods, often listed as partially hydrogenated oil. So, what do? First, they mess with your cholesterol levels in the worst way possible. They increase your LDL, which is the bad cholesterol that clogs your arteries, and simultaneously decrease your HDL, the good cholesterol that helps clear them out. It's a double whammy for your cardiovascular system. But their inflammatory power goes even deeper. Trans fats directly activate your immune system to release inflammatory messengers called cytokines. Specifically, they boost levels of cytokines like interleukin-6 and TNF-alpha. These are powerful signals that tell your body to ramp up inflammation. This can lead to vascular inflammation, which damages your blood vessels and increases the risk of heart disease. It can also cause gut inflammation, damaging the lining of your digestive tract, and contribute to overall metabolic stress, making it harder for your body to manage energy and nutrients. Essentially, eating trans fats is like pouring gasoline on the inflammatory fire. Next, let's consider the blood sugar roller coaster. Many of our favorite fried foods are carb-heavy. Think fries, donuts, or battered chicken. When you combine these refined carbohydrates with a large amount of oil, you get a food that causes a rapid and dramatic spike in your blood sugar. Your body sees this sudden flood of glucose as an emergency. To handle it, your pancreas pumps out a surge of insulin. This insulin surge, combined with the high glucose levels, creates a state of, you guessed it, oxidative stress. Your body interprets this sudden internal chaos as being under attack. In response, it triggers an inflammatory cascade to deal with the perceived threat. This isn't just a one-time thing. If you frequently eat meals that cause these sharp blood sugar spikes, You're constantly putting your body in this state of emergency. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, where your cells stop responding properly to insulin and contributes to a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation that underlies many modern diseases. It's a metabolic storm that starts with that one fried meal. Finally, we need to talk about your gut. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, collectively known as your microbiome. A healthy balance of these bacteria is crucial for everything from digestion to immune function. Unfortunately, a diet high in fried food can completely throw this delicate ecosystem out of whack. Fried foods tend to feed the bad or harmful bacteria, while starving out the good or beneficial ones. This shift in balance is called dysbiosis. When the harmful bacteria take over, they can produce toxins, most notably something called lipopolysaccharide, or LPS. LPS is part of the outer wall of certain bacteria, and it's a potent inflammatory trigger. A diet high in fried, fatty foods can also damage the integrity of your gut lining, a condition often referred to as leaky gut. This allows toxins like LPS to leak from your intestines into your bloodstream. Once LPS gets into your circulation, your immune system goes on high alert, launching an inflammatory response. Even though it might be a low level of inflammation, it's persistent and systemic, affecting your entire body and contributing to that feeling of being constantly tired, achy, and unwell. So, let's do a quick recap. Fried foods are a perfect storm for inflammation for 5 key reasons. First, the high heat of frying creates toxic compounds like AGEs and acrylamide that trigger an immune response. Second, reused oil becomes a concentrated bomb of trans fats and other toxins that damage your cells and overload your liver. Third, the trans fats found in many fried foods directly activate inflammatory pathways and harm your cardiovascular health. Fourth, the combination of refined carbs and oil causes massive blood sugar spikes, which your body interprets as an attack, leading to an inflammatory reaction. And fifth, fried foods disrupt the delicate balance of your gut bacteria, allowing inflammatory toxins to leak into your bloodstream. It's not about being perfect or never enjoying a treat again. It's about understanding what's happening inside your body so you can make informed choices. Maybe it means choosing baked or air-fried options more often, or simply being mindful of how frequently you indulge. Your body is an incredible machine, and giving it the right fuel makes all the difference. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this gave you a clearer picture of the connection between fried food and inflammation. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. What are your favorite healthy alternatives to fried food? Let me know in the comments below. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.